same sort of subject.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I went to Patty or Trisha with the
Hmm.
little kid,
Yeah.
and I told her like, "Dude, you're like one of the kindest people that I've ever met
Hmm.
in my life." She's like, "Really? Everyone thinks I'm such a bitch." I'm like, "You, you a
No.
bitch? Really?" She's like,
No.
"I think it's because of my face," and I was like, "Dude, you always let people pass by in front of you. You're always getting something for somebody. You're always like the nicer guy in the who's the nicer guy, like you or me passing, like it's always me. You know what I mean?" And
Yeah.
then she was, "You guys in here with my kid, with me, you guys have made me feel so welcome. Like I'm almost gonna cry." Like, and it's like you don't really notice that about somebody until like you start talking to them. But outwardly, like out in the world, everybody probably treats her like she's a fucking bitch just because she has some sort of a face on.
Yeah.
And then she comes in and she's loved. You know what I mean? Like our community really is very fucking different, dude.
But that's the thing is like it's genuine love. It's not like fake love. It's not, and like people feel that. So when they decide to either leave or whatever wherever life takes them, it's always. I mean, me and Mike were going through so many pictures yesterday because I was going through like little scanner
Uh-huh.
art whatever the readers are for the cameras, and I saw so many like old pictures of like people that have like come here or moved, like all the military people, and I'm like, damn, dude, like it's cool when you see like the people that you've kicked out or pushed out, because there's always going to be that, the people that you're like, this isn't for you, you're an asshole, get the fuck out. And we have to, protect our culture here. So like there's
Mm-hmm.
always going to be those people, but then it's like the majority of the people are just people that have moved,
Passing through.
yeah, like moved. And it's like it made me sad because I'm like, oh, I really love this guy, oh, I really love that lady, or like Pablo and Yvonne,
Oh,
like
dude,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
damn, dude, I
Or
love
you
them.
want to bring it back, Greg?
Greg.
Oh, Greg
Yeah,
is
man.
Summer. Shit.
Yeah, but like they're
Good
in Jupiter
peeps
now. But again, like it's just like when people leave here, it's never like us. I mean, granted, I'm sure we have fumbled like stuff.
for
I'm
sure.
sure
For
I'm
sure.
certain we have fumbled things. Like I'm not saying we're perfect, but damn, dude, like it's just human nature. People want to be a part of something. So it's like
Yeah.
that shit kind of like
It definitely is unique in the way that we do it
my
here.
thing is
You
I
know.
don't want to rob our people that are actually here
Yeah.
to like invest their time and effort into like
Someone's not here.
someone who's not here. Like
Yeah.
it's just
It's the fence idea, dude. Everybody wants to
yeah.
peek over the fence and be like, "It's so fun
Exactly.
in there."
It's so cool. Like
Oh,
I really want to be a part of all that.
it's like, can you throw the ball to
Yes.
me? It's like, but you're over
Nah.
the fence though.
Just
Like
come
we're
back.
we're
Like
playing on this
yeah,
side. Yeah, yeah. The grass is always greener, huh?
Yeah.
Hey guys, so I didn't know Emily lives so far away
Yeah, dude.
until Romy
Kendall.
told me.
Yeah.
I was like, so you
In the heart of Kendall.
go past how many places
Yeah.
in the opposite direction
Yep.
just to work out with us? She was
Yep.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
After having gone to all these other places. Yes.
Carlos and
It's like,
Loretta
right,
come from
I get
Eureka.
it.
That's
Damn.
not bad though. Like
Hmm.
actually, we saw them running yesterday. We were on Chrome
Oh, really?
and they were honking at us. That's not bad because it's exit 9. There's not there. Not exit 9, but like exit 9-ish
But
area.
you're in between, like
Yeah,
Kendall
you're in
and
between.
us.
You got options.
Yeah.
You can either go north or you can go south. I mean, when I lived in Cutler Ridge, I used to drive to Kendall.
Yeah.
But there was nothing else back then. In when the pterodactyls were around.
Hmm.
But like, yeah, no, it's this is somewhere where you spend a lot of time in. It's not like this is a part of your life. It's not like a little thing. It's a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, it like it stamps like you got a bolt stamp on your heart, and you're like,
And now you can put a Bolt sticker on your car.
oh yeah, that's
They're
right.
back.
True that.
Okay, so topic that Alfie wanted to discuss.
I just threw it out there because it's cool to talk about stuff. Like,
Let's talk about it.
Are we on?
yeah, we're on. I think we kind of been on, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Kinda
doesn't
just-
Yeah, I don't know if
it's-
it is like an official start.
Yeah,
it's
let's go.
just whenever, man.
3,
Pick
2,
out
1,
the
go.
good stuff.
3, 2, 1,
Go.
and
Bolt.
bolt.
Okay, so
What's the question?
do we have to max in group
Back it up.
training fitness classes? Do we? Is that a required thing? Should it happen? We do. We choose
And
to.
what are we
That's the
saying?
thing
Like,
we
is it
use.
healthy? Is it like what in what context? Like,
Is it necessary to achieve your goals if your goals are just general?
like anything in fit? Oh well, general fit. I was about to say it depends on the fitness and depends on the goal of the fitness, right? But I think we're like it, and it also depends on like what you like to do, right? There's some people who they look at Warren Max, they're like, yes, let's fucking do it, you know. And then there's other people who look at Warren Max, are like, oh, bro, Warren Max, So I think it depends on intention, because you can get your results in several different ways. There's not just one way to do it, right?
I agree with
Now,
that.
like there are your risks and your benefits,
That's
Yeah,
the
the risk
thing.
reward is a
Yeah.
Risk
constant
versus
conversation
reward
I'm always
is
having in my head.
because absolute,
Always
like
having
you
one.
want to test out absolute strength, you want to get stronger as you become older, or at least slow
maintain.
down
Maintain.
the process of becoming
Correct.
stronger,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
So there's that.
That's me
But
and Alfie looked at each other because we're the old ones.
Yeah.
well, you see his white hairs. Goddamn.
So I'm letting them come in.
Yeah, one fucking guy. But yeah, I think there's a lot of it depends there, right? And we come from a world where we're so used to being signed up for something in a competition that like we want to be better than your average human. I want to squat more than you. I want to squat more than you, and it's just like a natural thing for a competitor to go through. So the one rep max is just like all right, I am stronger than you, so to say, right? But there are the risks that come with it too, right? Because if you don't go through the cycle to prep you for a one rep max, if you just jump into a cycle prepping you for a one rep max, you can't just like go do a rep. You can, but you just
Truly.
Yeah, it won't be a
Yeah.
true.
it won't be a
quarterback.
true, and
Yeah.
like you're in risk of a lot of things if you're not letting your body adapt to that sort of stress.
My question,
at
since
first, right?
I don't like to pretend like I know more than I do, because I got that bro science in my head. My thing is if you're not maxing, right, and we're trying to progressive overload, and like how do we get that true number, So
I think the way we use it is great. Like, you don't have to really max. I mean, we're going for it, and there's gonna be people in the room that are gonna go for it
Correct.
because they've been building up to it for weeks. But it's good to know where the edge is. I mean, do I personally max right now? Not really. I don't know if I actually go for maxes.
I don't even like to for myself call it max. I call it just a heavy single
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
for today.
I want to see where I'm at in my progression.
But why?
Why? Because like I said, you got to know where the edge is, and it's like
But
Safety.
why? Hold on. But why? Like, let's get in the weeds. Like, why would you want to? Why do me? I'm 63 years old. I'm retired. Why do I need to know where the edge is?
I don't know if a 63-year-old needs to max to still know where the edge
So there's
is.
the it depends.
I agree.
Time, right? Training age has a lot to do with that too. I feel like now there are numbers that I can play around with for threes that let me know, oh yeah, I'm ready to move this for one.
Yeah.
Or you've been in it long enough too. You understand that as you go, your numbers fade.
Yeah.
So
So you
you're
mean
no
I
longer
can't squat
chasing
350
numbers
anymore?
Yeah, you're no longer chasing numbers because you've left your best numbers behind. So are you still doing things relative to capacity? Like, do you still want to know how hard am I going, relative to what I can do? Yeah, I think that's still important. So every now and then moving some heavy weight relative to where your capacity is important because you want to know. And then for developing people too, sometimes they think they're maxing.
Okay,
In their
but
brain, they're maxing, but in their nervous system, they're
not.
which
But
is important because
but
then
the
that's when they see
question-
breakthroughs.
Okay, but the question back to it is in a group setting.
Okay. So because in a group
Back-
setting,
Yeah, Alfie's loud.
there's so many things to balance. You have to take. We do, and I think it's great, and it works for us. But you always have to keep in mind, it's like, yo, how many things you're trying to juggle?
Yeah, but it works for us because you have people who give a shit of
Yeah,
what's
about-
happening in
and-
the class.
But then there's people who, you're trying to make the stars align.
of course.
You're gonna go for a one rep max, and there's maybe a person in the room that hasn't slept in 3 days.
Yeah.
This one and that one are both on her period.
Correct.
And then the other one, just started drinking again. It's like, bro, you're not really gonna move what you're prepared to move
But
because your nervous system's shot, or you're tired,
Yeah.
you're beat. You know what I mean?
Like recovery's not there.
So I think it's great because it keeps people in line towards a direction. It gives
There it
them
is.
a target.
Direction and a target.
I know that on such and such date, I'm shooting for this. Like, I want to see if my strength training is taking me anywhere. But also, this is the conversations I have in my head. I think as coaches, it's like you have to understand this isn't one person. This is a room full of people, and they're not all going to respond to this 12-month experiment the same way.
Yeah.
Right? Okay,
100%.
you're
You
going
have-
through a process. They're not all going to
and-
respond to it
and
the
you
same way
have-
because there's so many outside factors.
Yes, and you also have ego.
Yes.
You have the hype, the adrenaline rush of doing this in front of a bunch of people. Because if I told you to go do that, not in a class, you're not going to do it. I don't care. Like you're not going to hit that number. But when you have 12 of your buddies there hyping you up and your coach like, let's go, you're just like, I'm superhuman, you know? And you hit a number, but could you do that by yourself? Probably not.
Very difficult.
Yeah,
Very select few
Probably
people
not.
can tap into that kind of crazy shit.
Correct. So
Yeah.
that is a pro and a con in itself.
Yeah.
You know, so it's cool because you get that like, the hype. Because I was watching everyone's videos, like me on my phone watching everyone's
stimulus
max
is
out.
great.
Oh my god, I was like,
100%.
I was screaming on my phone and then like sending everyone up, but like you don't have that not in a group setting. So I think that is a pro and it's also a con, just the reverse side of it, like which you're not going to do in a group setting. I think ego. I don't think that we allow ego to take over, or we try our best to
We try our-
mitigate
yeah, definitely
mitigate
try our
those
best.
egos, because at the end of the day you're gonna have someone who's like, no, I could do this, and like you're like, hey buddy, you should, the last one sucked, you know, you should probably not.
That was a quarter squat. Thanks.
Yes. Hey, that was terrible. You
Yeah,
know, like
yeah,
yeah,
you-
yeah.
you didn't meet the standard. You know, you should
Yeah.
probably not do that. So like, I don't know. I think pros and cons. I think the target is the biggest like pro is like I'm trying to work toward that one thing, which is that's important pro for me.
I 100% agree. Yeah, but I look. I think there's always a benefit in doing something difficult, right? And I think that putting more weight on the bar and doing like a questionable weight is something very difficult on your mind that you have to break through, and like you have to tell yourself, hey, I'm confident in myself. I'm confident in what the coach has told me. I'm confident that I know that if something goes wrong, I know what to do. Let's get it, right?
That's it.
And I think that like through life, if we lose that intuition of like I want to be better, bro, you're dying. I'm sorry. Like
Yeah,
you're
you're-
inside,
you
you're
quit.
in your
You
brain
already
and your
quit.
heart.
You're done.
You're just waiting to go.
Ask this
you
guy
know?
on our run yesterday. I was freaking David Goggening. Is that a thing?
Yo, it's a verb now.
Goggening.
Yeah, it's a
I was
verb now.
behind him, like, you're right there. We had a quarter mile left, and like that's the bro. When you see that finish line, you're just
Mhm.
like, bro, I don't want to do this anymore. Especially like if you haven't ran like that in a while.
Yeah.
But man, like,
But what Alfie was talking about,
He
like
did it.
juggling all these things in class as a coach, that was like, if a member looks at us, it doesn't look like a hard day, but inside, that's last week was a rough week, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, cause you're trying to keep this person safe, you're trying to hype up this person, you're gonna spot that person, and then it's just like this conglomerate of you trying to manage the whole class in a way that like you have to be very attentive. You have to be there 100% present, you know,
you have to
because
be extremely stimulated, and you also have this responsibility that no one likes to talk about. You have to hurt people's feelings.
Mm,
You have to hurt people's feelings when someone's like, "Yeah, I did that," and you're like,
that didn't
"Hey,
count.
man,
They did.
no, you didn't," you know, and you're just like, I do it because I love you. I'm only telling you because I love you. You
Mhm.
didn't get to that full depth, or you didn't touch chest on that bench press.
Yeah.
Even though it may look like you did, like in delivering it with empathy and some love, and like, and the only reason why I'm telling you is because I love you. I want you to do the full range of motion.
100%.
my
And look,
God.
and then also when we're talking about competition, me versus you, we have to do the same thing. Not the same
Oh,
weight,
yeah.
we put in the same effort, but we have to do the same standard, right? So and there was a couple boys in the chat last week that were just like, hey, 1,000-pound club. And I'm like, hey, like half of you didn't squat all the way down. So like, I'm not going to call you guys out on it like that. But at the same time, it's like, if you're going to compare to me and say that you're way stronger than me, not that you have to pick up a dollar bill with your ass off the ground, but you got to break parallel.
That is,
You know what
why
I mean?
these
Like,
meet the
standards-
same
I'm very
standards.
sorry.
You gotta
Like
meet the
I
same
I am not
Meet
giving
the
you a
same
1,000-pound
standards.
club shirt if
Yeah.
that's how you're gonna fucking.
If I move
Yeah.
You know what I
something,
mean?
if I move something from point A to point B, but you move something from point A to point
A and a
three
half.
quarters,
Yeah, no, you
never
can't
really
brag.
got to
You
point
can't
B,
brag.
so how did we really measure against each other?
No,
Yeah.
dude, I'm sorry. And like, I'm not saying that I'm better than you, but I'll go quarter squat then and we'll compare. You know, like let's not do that, you know? And it's cool to it's cool to compare and have the competition, but compared the same standards. And that's why we have competition with judges that look at you and go, you touched, now you can go up. You go up, now you can put it away. Instead of just like boom, bam, bing, and done. It's like, no, the judge tells you each little step that you're gonna do and if it was good or not. Right? He tells you
Correct.
you touched, he tells you to go up, he tells you put it away,
Right.
and then and then he says that counted or not. And there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Typically, right? So it's like
Yeah.
you guys don't understand like those standards. And the thing about those standards is not like, hey, it's not just like to make things difficult. It's if you don't use it, you will lose it. When you're 70 and you're not touching your chest, losing that little bit that you have. You know
and
what I
in
mean?
that
Or the
case, you're also
squat, same
talking about
idea.
a sport, so there has to be a standard that is met.
But
If not,
even
it's just, oh, un relajo, just do whatever you want.
But even
Take it
outside
off
the
the rack,
sport.
put it back. Who cares?
But even outside the sport, if I'm going to compare to you, well, fine, we're not in the sport, but we're comparing to each other.
yeah.
You got to compare the same thing. You got to compare apples and apples. You're comparing apples and fucking nails.
Apples to apples, John. Not apples and apples.
Apples to apples. Idiot.
Okay. So I could understand why maybe certain programs would choose not to, because maybe it's a different culture. It's a different.
Well, I could let me
a
speak on the
different,
business side of it.
Business.
Completely
know-
different business models. Like a lot of people are like, oh, like they'll post pictures with like 700 people in a group class. I'm like, whatever group fitness that you do like every day, it doesn't exist. There's no way that you're hitting like a solid strength or like conditioning. Yeah, you can fit 7,000 people, but the reason why we cap out at those 12 to 14 people or whatever, like our max number is to be able to do a full strength and conditioning program, because long term, like that's what you need. We know that. So from a business side, no, it's dumb for us to cap out at 14 people. We could very easily have one of these no sé qué gyms where they do stations and stations and stations. The reason why they do that is because of the footprint. You
Yeah.
know, the footprint, you can put 50 people in that.
But show me the well-rounded athlete in that
It
place,
doesn't
right?
exist.
Like,
Those people need to seek other things
Yeah,
to gain that well-roundedness, which is fine if like you're just using those places for conditioning.
or
which is
for
perfectly fine.
or for like that big
A
group,
real
that big
baseline
party
Just the
group.
hype, the
Yeah.
big party,
real
yeah, and that's
baseline
perfectly fine.
strength and-
But our thing is we just kind of want to do everything in here,
Yeah.
like in our own house.
yeah.
And I think one of the best things that we do in here is if you go ask most of our members what to do that day, they could probably coach you through it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we try to give them.
You know what I mean?
As much
Our
of an
members
understanding.
have such a knowledge that I've never seen in another functional fitness gym like that before, right?
I told a personal training client the other day, Kimberly, that honestly, like a good personal trainer is trying to put himself out of a job.
100%.
Should be trying to put himself out
If
of
you
a job, because it's like you don't need me to sit here and here's this, like Wizard of Oz type deal.
sure.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm your coach, showing you the ropes to be able to do this. I want you to be able to break away, do things on your own. Go next door, do classes. Come in here on a day without me. Maybe progress to the point where it's like, hey, here's a program, follow it. And then you move to, like that's the whole point. If
But
not, what are you really helping?
We're
that
trying to
person?
create a self-sufficient human, though.
Oh,
Like, you know what I
exactly.
mean? I'm not
You
just
need to
trying
be
to
able to put myself out of a job. What
Yeah,
am
bro.
a personal training
Yeah,
coach.
like last week, I had somebody apologize that they maxed out more than me because I was telling people like, hey, like I maxed out this much, beat me, and they're like, oh, dude, sorry, I hit more than your number. I'm like, if
Good.
I'm not trying to make you
Good.
stronger than me, what fucking asshole am I? You know what I mean? Like, what
Yeah,
am I
good.
doing if I'm not trying to make you stronger than I am? Which isn't that hard, but shut the fuck up. Be quiet. Let it go.
what are you talking
I
about?
squatted 275 pounds. Don't make fun of me.
I
It's
was
That's it?
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yahweh.
there's ups and downs, right?
Mike's just mixed in.
I saw a post the other day. Some girl was like coming in between classes, like totally de-stressing. Like, oh man, a coach after I don't know how many classes in a row. She's freaking out and like just taking a moment to herself. And then she remembers, oh, but I squat more than anybody in any of these classes. And then that makes her feel better. And she goes back. And that's like supposed to be the point to the video. And I was like, that's stupid.
Dude,
That's not the reason why you do that job.
Yeah.
You don't do that job because you're stronger than everybody else
that's
in the
so
room.
bizarre.
That's the dumbest thing I've seen. Well, that's not something to be proud of. That
No,
doesn't make you
man. Like,
happy.
first of all, like I want you to win. Number one,
Yeah,
me as a coach,
I'm here
I want
for
you to
you
win.
to
If-
win.
If your skill develops better than mine, or you get strong, like that's the point. Like, good for you.
God
I'm like,
blessed you with better
you're-
gene.
yo, I'm your
That's-
biggest cheerleader. I'm
Yeah.
your
Hell
biggest.
yeah.
It's
Big
not
time.
a competition. And what's interesting too is like that's like a thing in like I mean, guys have that too, but like I see that in women. Like women are like low key haters. You know,
She was also young.
okay.
It's a
Yeah, but,
young
like,
coach.
I think that when people first come to this gym, like they have that defense up.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, am I like they have that defense of they think that we're like, no. I really love you and I really want you to
Yeah.
be better.
Yes.
You know, like,
No, dude, I'm sorry.
and then when that dawns on them, they're just like, oh, like it
Look,
feels
let
like
me
that
just put
weight
out the
comes off.
example right on the
Go.
table. Henry, dude. Henry came in his first day to sign up, and he's like, "Look, if it's a 15-minute AMRAP and I'm not finished, I'm gonna finish." I'm like,
It's a 15-minute AMRAP. You finished
no,
when you hit
"No,
the
no,
15
no."
minutes.
But the thing is like he came in with such a like, "You're not gonna stop.
Defense.
You're not gonna
Yeah.
stop me from finishing my workout."
Yeah.
And we're
Your
just like,
cap.
It's not that kind of party here, man.
"It's okay."
Yeah.
You know, and now he comes in,
Yeah, love, yeah.
and he's like, once you see that we're not those coaches, like we're not charlatans, we actually care, and we love you. Like I told Patty yesterday, she wouldn't believe me almost. I'm like, I actually love you, dude. And I told
Yeah.
Providencia today, she was like, "Tu me extrañaste?" I was like, very much so. You
Yes.
have to understand that I don't communicate in Spanish that well. But I love you. She's like, I Johnny no. I was like, yes, dude, I love you and your family. So please don't go away again. You know. So
Yes.
but that little defensive,ness, it takes like a little week or two to break through. But
It does.
once they like buy in and they see like, oh, you love me, then it's like, okay,
Yeah, if
fine.
you're
Okay,
now,
I can move
yeah,
back
now
now,
we
you
can
know?
all be ourselves. Now we can
Chilling,
all have a good
chilling.
time,
I
and
love
like,
it.
oh man,
I love it.
there's this little group of girls, and like, forgive me, I don't know everybody's names and stuff like that. I've been, locked up in in my house, depressed.
Complicado.
So it's been a complicated
Está
summer.
complicado.
It's been a complicated summer for me. But there's this little group, and they were like super quiet, and like when the quiet people just start like talking to you and loving you, and then you're like,
Mhm. Gotcha.
gotcha,
Gotcha, my friend now.
gotcha.
Takes a little while for some people to break through. But once you break through, it's like, yeah, I love you.
Facts.
Hold on, let's go back.
Go.
Why would I not max out?
Why would you not?
Why?
max
Why?
out? I'm talking about
not,
group-
not ma- Sorry.
I
Why?
think we
Why?
kinda mentioned-
Why would we not program? Like, if we were a gym that we just decided right now, hey, we're not gonna 1 rep max anymore. Why would we decide to not 1 rep max?
You
Like,
hate your clients.
Yeah, I don't know. 1 rep max or 3 rep max
You're-
or 5 rep
you're
max.
lazy.
Or just
So-
not max,
So,
right?
You're
then,
lazy?
then
we
let's
do.
let,
We
let's
max.
so let's
like,
let's
not
define
just
that
singles,
then.
right?
Like, so
But not
maxing
go
out
max
in
efforts.
general,
Yeah.
max efforts. It's not 1 rep maxes, but max efforts. But so like,
I think Sam answered that, which is it adds a lot more moving parts. There's
It's
things
difficult.
become more complicated.
It is. It's difficult.
You
because you
know?
have to add
And
other
it
things now.
narrows
The footprint.
the type of clients that will be attracted to it, because not everybody's want to do,
And they don't have to.
and they don't have to. There
Yeah.
are exactly. But what I'm saying is when you eliminate technicality and having to be more precise about things and to a certain extent risk, and we'll talk about that because we've definitely eliminated a lot, but still kept the fun stuff.
Correct.
You open up the pool, and if that's what you want to run, then that's what you run. So I get it,
Would you say?
But is that us? No, that's not us. But it's just cool to have the conversation. It's like,
Would you
why
s-
do some places do it this way, and why do some places do it that way? And it goes back to the conversation we had about never shitting on anybody for doing any kind of fitness.
At all.
Of course.
you
Now,
know? But
can we discuss then? Are we making a well-rounded human, or can we make? Is it possible to make a well-rounded human as well-rounded 1 rep maxing or maxing out max efforts, and not doing max efforts?
That's a tough one.
I guess it's like it
I-
depends, right?
you know,
And we're
if
talking
it's
about
a
and look,
person-
let's determine why we're doing this. Health and longevity, right? We're not competing. We're not nothing. Everything we do here is basically for health and longevity.
Correct.
Yes.
Health and
Okay.
longevity is the goal, but I feel like you rob them.
I think that's harder to do with people that don't have a vast training age, like this long background in this whole world, right? Because if you're un viejo in this game, if you're like, I'm putting some strength back on. I know it because I have a certain, I
You have
guess,
years.
RPE. Yeah, a
Yes.
certain rate of perceived exertion. Like
Yes.
you understand because you've been doing this so much longer. But when you take somebody from scratch, like you're taking a potato off the couch and now molding it into something,
It's true, man.
they don't have that to go. They don't have anything to base off of. There's no precedent. So it's like, how do they know that they're how hard they're trying, how hard this is relative to what they're capable of doing, if there isn't some sort of testing,
And I feel like that's where the risk
pseudo
goes,
testing,
correct.
whatever.
but that's where the risk goes up with that person.
It's true.
Like for me, like it happened to me the other day. I forgot what we were doing. We were squatting or something. And like, okay, again, I've been doing this for years. I know my limitations.
Yes.
I know when I'm like,
Oh, yeah. I had a number in my head and it's not going to happen today.
that's not
Yeah.
happening.
Or a little flag goes off. It's like, oh, okay,
I was doing
that's-
squats and I think I got up to like, oh, I don't want to say your number. I think I got
How
up to
much
like
bench?
235 and I was like,
Oh, that's not bad.
I'm done. I'm done.
This is what I've got.
Yeah, that's what I've got today. I'm done. Is it even close to the 350 that I've previously hit? No. But like I know what my limitation
In
is.
the arms of
Okay,
an angel.
exactly.
But
So,
that's the thing is I don't even I don't feel the need to hit those numbers anymore. I don't give a shit. Like I don't care. I want to be able to squat heavy, keep the muscle that I have on, and then go for a run in the evening, pain free.
and you're able to tell what, as you're like, let's say you hadn't been strength training for a while or whatever, you're able to tell that,
Oh.
I'm gaining some strength back.
Absolutely.
I'm feeling my legs back. I'm feeling this back. Like,
Now,
but not everybody has that point of reference.
If you don't have those years of knowledge,
Yeah,
so now
so-
you're saying, hey, grab my mom who doesn't do shit, get her off the couch and put her through a strength program. She doesn't know her limitations.
yeah.
Testing gives you the ability to
testing.
be like, okay, yeah, I see
Safely
it.
testing with someone watching you and like seeing like those little flags that we know, be like, hey, I think
Yeah, that's
And
That
we
one
also
got-
have to
that's
like
it.
understand that testing isn't just like, hey, you're new to the gym, let's test it out. It's like, hey,
Hell
no.
no.
Here's the next 6 months of preparation. Then we're gonna test it out. You know what I mean?
100%.
And but I think going back to it, like
body
can
awareness.
you make that well-rounded athlete? Like I don't think so, because for a well-rounded athlete, think about like that pie that we taught that we were taught like in the beginning of our fitness. There's like 10 aspects of fitness, like agility, strength, coordination, balance, and if you just take that whole strength and power out of the
Out of it.
equation, you're taking a whole slice of the pie and just like negating
and
it.
almost arguably probably almost one of the most important parts.
Yeah, and I'll go back to that 100% because you can still be a well-rounded athlete. You could be fast, you could get some strength, sure, with what you're doing and not going absolute strength, but you won't get 100% of it, right? And I think that there's some people that come in newbies, they start the cycle, they start doing it, and you start talking to them like, oh man, I've been feeling so much better. I sleep better, I move better, I'm not uncomfortable with my day, my back pain is going away. And they came in first with, hey, like heavy is gonna hurt my back and my knee and my this. I'm like, no. It's let's work your mechanics correctly. Let's move you correctly first before you start telling me that everything's hurting with a correct loading. And then let's talk in a couple months. Let's get you comfortable first, and then we'll see what's up. And then they max out. They're like, dude, this is the best I've ever felt in my life.
Yeah.
Tony this morning, bro. Tony had freaking traumatic accident, surgeries, bro. Pictures of him in PT where you're like, that dude ain't coming back. The same way that Evan
Looked at Tony's x-rays.
you remember that thing?
I
I don't know who's worse, Evan or Tony, but they
Yeah.
both came back, bro. They feel amazing, right? Do they have like 100% mobility and everything? No,
No.
we
No,
work with their
man.
limitations. And Tony this morning, I sleep instead of 4 hours, I sleep 6 to 7. I want to get to 8, and I've never felt better. I'm like, you look better, you feel better. Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Congratulations on getting
Yep.
your life back.
Yeah, man.
And welcome to boat training.
That's the thing is like it's hard because like you want to say like it's not for everyone, but it is. We know best,
Right.
like anyone can do this. Like some people just may like other things, but like I know what's best for you, and like you
Mhm.
need strength, you need cardio for longevity,
Mhm,
and you need mobility to like age gracefully and longer, and like those are like the three main points: is strength, cardio, and mobility. Longevity, period.
Yeah, man.
That's why Alf is like a ninja.
I
and
think it's
I'm working on the
interesting-
mobility
I,
part.
I think it's interesting that we have this emphasis on testing, but yet we were early on with this whole cutting out certain things.
Oh yeah.
Ri-
When it comes to
Risk
conditioning.
versus reward.
Right. So
baby.
it's like, but hold on a second. Aren't you guys the program that isn't a competitive program, but you're not really I guess we're not supposed to say that, but you're not a CrossFit, but
We're
you're not a High Rocks.
not.
You're not. What do you do? Well, we're just well-rounded. Okay. We still believe that there should be some sort of like prove your improvement element to it.
Absolutely.
Why not cut out things that I mean, we're just not going to test you on it. If we're not going to test you on it, then why drill it into your head? And if we see that it kind of lowers the entry point enough, again, we're not trying to be 40 people in a class. We're not trying to have the lowest entry point possible. There's still something to reach for. It's still some technicality, but we removed a lot of technicality a long time ago. And
Yeah,
then
man.
now that's the trend of, oh, maybe we should start removing some
Yeah,
of the
yeah. What the
technicality.
hell is that? I just saw what's the guy from New England? They were
Ben
roasting him.
Bergeron.
Oh my
Okay, but
god,
you
they are
remove, what happens
roasting
when you
him.
remove technicality?
Yeah,
You can work so much harder.
and
And
you
it-
can help so many more people.
It's more
Yeah.
bang for your buck.
So it's like, okay, I'm going to pull this slider down and push this slider up a little bit so we can kind of make it so more people, at least from what we can tell in our area, come in here and want to train with us. It also helps us feel a little bit better, you know, because we're like, we feel good about having this person, you know, get in a handstand and attempt a handstand push-up.
They're gonna want
You know,
to.
they can't do a
yeah.
push-up or, you know, right? Okay, nobody's injuring their neck. Thank God.
Yeah.
I
Stuff
can
like
tell
that.
you
Right.
every freaking neck injury I've ever had, like gnarly neck, is always handstand push-ups.
yeah.
And I can bang those things out, but it doesn't matter. You get a little tired, a little fatigued, and then you come down on that mat.
How long has it been since we've had like a I need to stop because like I messed my shoulder up?
that we know of?
Bro, I haven't had someone cancel like that.
No,
know
not
what I
for
mean?
like I have a significant injury.
Yo, this snatch messed my shoulder up
No,
and like
competition people, maybe,
Yes,
but
and
like
then-
that's a different risk to reward thing. They know what they're getting themselves
yeah,
into.
and they're
Yeah.
doing extra stuff outside the classes
Correct.
that are not in the classes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, but we haven't had that like shoulder. I fucked it up.
Yeah, and that's the
you know?
whole point, man. It's like
Yeah.
I want you to be able to do this every day for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You know, and like as you should be able to train for the rest of your life.
Yes.
It's just a variation of it. So it just maybe toned down a little bit somewhere else, you know, and like your strength. At the end of the day, like Alfy was saying, like, no, I don't think a 60-something-year-old needs to max something out. No, but they could probably hit some volume with some load.
That some
Yeah.
are capable of.
Yeah, but
That's
some
what I'm
are.
saying. That-
Some are.
Exactly. That
Some
doesn't
are.
mean you have to make it a blanket
Correct.
statement.
But if I have
Right, but
some
some are,
random
let 'em do
grandma walk in, I'm going to give her some volume
Yeah.
and a little bit heavy, low progressive overload there for their numbers. And like everybody can do this. Yeah.
100%.
I agree with I like this whole conversation.
This was
But
that was
that's
a
the
good one.
direction that a lot of this stuff is going. There's people that have reached out to me about like, hey, listen, such and such wants to do
We're the
this,
trailblazers. We've
and
been
they
doing
want
this shit.
Somebody to help them out
We were
with
doing it
maybe-
when it wasn't
Yeah,
cool.
for
or
real.
like they
It's
want
true,
somebody to
man.
help them
We've-
out with some like online
Absolutely.
shit, and I'm like, oh, but you know, whatever. It's there's a lot of people going in that direction.
Listen.
It's like a place for the CrossFit flunky.
Okay, but and let's talk about this too. We've stuck to our guns with
Yeah.
with all those things, and like sometimes like you get those outside opinions, and you're like, man, should we? No, we shouldn't, because we know what's best. And at the end of the day, strength, cardio, and mobility, not getting injured. That's the whole fucking point.
Mm-hmm.
That is the whole point. I want to see you every single day. I lost my train of thought. I was about to say some fire.
Oh,
I
Damn,
hate
dude.
that.
I
happens.
hate
when
that.
happens.
I hate that.
Look, but at the end of the day, I think we're less concerned about how your abs look, and I think I'm more concerned about how long you're gonna live.
Yeah.
That's it. If abs comes with it, cool.
Yeah.
But I prefer you living more comfortably, you living
Confident.
with a clear mind and
Confident.
confident about yourself, and I want you living longer. That's pretty much it. Crunches aren't gonna do it for you. You know, I'm very sorry.
That's the kitchen. Abs are made in the kitchen,
Yeah,
John.
big time.
Not
Yeah.
cookies. They're also made in the kitchen, but
Valentina sourdough cookies. Let's go.
hey, that's pretty cool, man. But that's healthy. Ish.
That's what I told
Er.
myself.
Healthy.
Healthier. Yeah. Hey, them breads are fire though.
I
Loaf,
want the
loaf of
freaking-
my life.
I want the rosemary garlic one.
I think there's one with Emily's name on it. Just
I'm taking it. I
cash
don't
out
care.
her 12
Yeah,
bucks and you're
take-
good to go.
Sorry, Emily.
Yeah, despite even, people within the gym that were like, oh, no,
Yeah, like
this-
you like trust the process on
friends,
that.
people that like we respect and are homies, like know about this shit.
where's the snatches?
Or-
That's what it is.
You know what I
So
mean?
like the life cycle of fitness, right? In our field, we've been doing this a long time. The gym's turning 15 this year. Like from the beginning, it was CrossFit competitions every single freaking weekend. There was a competition that you're going to. Then all of a sudden, the shift: weightlifting, running's gay. weightlifting, and like nobody wants to run or do like that stuff. Like now, everyone's a runner, everyone's a runner,
Everyone's a hybrid
everyone's a
I was just
hybrid.
still a word trying to
Everyone's a hybrid athlete, whatever that even means. Like it's just you either do strength and conditioning or you're like a runner or whatever. But like the life cycle of fitness is just, bro, sit down, think about what makes sense to you, and just do that. Stop riding these waves of cool and popularity. Like, look, don't get me wrong, we did. You know, we were a USAW weightlifting sanctioned gym. You know, like we did weightlifting. Everyone was a weight. I was snatching. Everyone's snatching.
Yeah.
I was doing CrossFit competition. Everyone's doing CrossFit competitions. I'm running now. Everyone's running. Just do the basic things. Cardio again. Running for your heart, or if you can't run, bike, long form cardio, a general strength program with progressive overload, and stay as mobile as you can. That's it. Like that is the goal. That is that eat some whole foods 80 to 90% of the time.
Sleep.
Go out with your friends, have a couple drinks, delete some IPAs and sours with Alf,
And then come back on
And
Monday.
come back on
Let's do it
Monday
again, man.
and repeat. Be happy. That's, I feel like, is the whole essence of our culture here, is just be happy, hang out with your friends, love each other, and work out, be fit, and keep moving.
I
Get
agree.
better in the process.
Get better every day. Mentally, I feel mentally is the most important for me. For me and like anyone else here, as long as your mental game is perfect, the fitness is the aftermath. You know, like people walk in here because they think they're here for fitness, you know, and they stay because of the culture. They stay because of the mindset. They stay because people actually give a shit about them here. And like that's the whole about this gym, that like, "Ugh, we're turning 15. What
great.
the heck? 15?
Anniversary party coming soon.
Sheesh. I know. Evan came to the office to sit here and give me a dissertation about 15 years. We were going to do this without you.
We were.
I know.
We had a group chat and everything.
He told me. He's
Yeah.
like, well, so, you know, he overthinks everything. So he was like, well, I think, and John, and I was like, hey, relax.
It's okay.
It's okay. He's like, we're going to do it in 2 weeks. I'm like, are you out of your mind? 2 weeks is like tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
you cannot plan a 15-year anniversary party in 2
We're
weeks.
closing down the group chat.
No, he's really excited.
He is. He talked to me about it today.
I'm excited for him to take this. Like that's cool. He wants to do that. Let him do his thing. But I was like, yo, it's actually October 10th, not like tomorrow. So like, let's just get a little closer there. It gives you a little bit more time to plan.
But
So
they're ready to celebrate, dude.
I'm pumped.
There's a lot of shit that we have done, a lot of shit we've accomplished, a lot of shit we've been through. Blood,
so
sweat,
much
and tears.
blood, sweat, tears,
Love, babies.
love,
procreations,
babies, divorces,
ev-
deaths.
Plenty
like-
of those.
You
Oh, guys, you gotta laugh not to cry.
Yeah,
If- If, you're not
100%.
enjoying life, then what the hell are we doing here?
What are
anyway?
we
You know what I
doing?
mean? Yeah,
With a smile. All right, guys. I think that was enough.
beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, we got some good shit.
That was beautiful.
Love it.
Damn.
What?
Can I smack talk Naudi Aguilar next time?
Who?
Who exactly? El Fidelito of fitness.
Who the fuck is that?
Holy shit.
Naudi Aguilar.
What is that?
Come on, man. You don't keep up with all the hot shit on the
No,
internet.
man.
We're
What
gonna
is
talk
that?
about that next time.
No, let's talk about it right now.
It's like his
No,
corner.
it's-
His corner of the internet.
It's the FP
like,
guy. It's the FP guy.
What is that?
Functional patterns guy.
What is that?
What he loves to do.
Tell me
No,
everything.
I fuck with it.
Exactly.
All the way
Oh,
at
that
the
bald
end-
guy?
The ball guy.
Dude,
that pops up in the
I
corner
cannot.
of everybody
I
just
can't.
doing a thing.
Yo, that guy's a
And he's got a shit on
scumbag.
it. And what's funny is he's smart.
oh, very
he's a
smart.
very intelligent dude,
yeah.
but he's un sapingo.
Yes, dude. Like that's the thing is you can't get buy-in from someone that you're trying to help if you're a dick.
And you're
Yeah.
shitting on them in the
Yeah,
process.
Like you cannot insult people and then like you can't get buy-in while you're insulting people.
This
Like,
guy makes the mistake
I don't
of
understand it.
posting himself in front of an athlete doing a thing for their sport. This isn't fitness related.
Oh, dude, come on. That's sports specific, though. That's you
This
can't
isn't
compare.
fitness
You can't
related. You're
compare.
shitting on Olivia Reeves, the best weightlifter this country has. Or at least as far as the way in which she dominates her weight class, her division, forget about it.
And then he's gonna
This
just
girl
like
just
threw
threw
up
up.
with a wire and be like, "You should be doing this," and you're like,
No,
"What the
the-
fuck
you
are
know,
you
the girl
saying,
just-
bro? She's a weightlifter."
The girl just crushed 2 world records and made it look like it's the easiest thing on earth. I'm like, wow, I think if you find the video of a world record staring contest, they look like they're trying much harder than when Olivia Reeves recently
picking
broke
up
these
her
2
max
world
height.
records.
Legit.
And he's like, this
crazy.
she's back squatting, right? This girl's not gonna walk in 5 years. Why is she doing this?
Bro.
For gold medals, sabingo. She's in a sport,
Alfy is
and she's
Alfy.
the best at it.
Yo, when those two veins start
And
coming out,
in her
This
weight
one.
class, like,
it's just
and
the
she's
other
getting exactly what she went out for.
Yes.
She's been training her life for this.
Yes.
She's not advocating that you use this to correct your scoliosis. And listen, dude, you're a genius at fixing scoliosis.
side. I love it.
But you know,
we use it.
you could potentially be helping all the powerlifters, shit on powerlifters, shit on weightlifters. The other day, the guy was trying to find a way to shit on rock climbing, my dude. I said it, rock climbing.
Hit it.
All because humans weren't built to hang.
Highly emotive.
Oh, hold on a second. But
Highly mode
people like
activated.
you run around saying that we evolved from chimps and chimps hang from fucking trees from their shoulders, but the human shoulder is not made for hanging, so pull-ups are bad and mountain climbing is bad. And it's like, but who's advocating for mountain climbing
Can he do this
as
in
a
Spanish?
form of fitness?
And then he'll be like, here's this stick with a cable. You should take 3 steps to the side, rock it this way, and move it back.
Now, both of you look
yeah.
at me and say, oh, Alf, you're a hypocrite because you have that leverage king thing that he sells. I do. You do some cable shit. I do.
Yes.
But listen,
That's
it's
a tool.
stockpiled
And it's a tool.
all the way at the end of my session. After clean and jerks, back squats, bench presses, some like heavy single arm meathead shit.
Yo, this guy
And
pissed
then I do
Alf
that
off.
at the end of the day, well, because the shit works, right?
Yes.
But it's like, you know how many people you could be helping?
Yes.
You could be using, because I know you're a smart dude. That's
That's
why I
the
call him your
takeaway,
own
man.
fielito. You're smart up here, but you want to run things. You want to be the dictator of fitness. And it's like, well, then you could be using that to help some weightlifters and some powerlifters and some mountain climbers. I want to see him do swimming next. Naudi Aguilar, listen to me.
Uh-oh.
I want to see you do a video where you shit on swimming
Alf is fighting.
and tell me why swimming is going to make you die young. Why, if you drink caffeine and you swim, you're going to die at 45. Make that video. I want to see you do it because that's the only thing he hasn't shit on. But yet, fight. Fight all day long. Baba, last time I checked, if you spend a lifetime getting kicked in the head, you're going to be retarded. Right? CTE is okay. CTE is fine. You can get injured getting kicked in the head. Just do not back squat. Whatever you do, don't back squat, don't deadlift. Don't use a barbell unless you're twisting with the bar. You can use a barbell.
oh my
I'm
god.
sorry. It was weird because and I'm up to the
cry.
guy. I really do. I respect what he's got in his head. But half of his head is smart, and the other half of his head is mohon. And I swear to you, if somebody were to pay for me to take a course, I would take it. I would hang off every word he said, respectful as shit, and I'm going to take in as much knowledge as possible.
Where's
But
the
at
course?
the same
Where's the-
time,
I'll pay for it.
I'm sure
right
they'll host
now.
one in Miami at some point.
Bro,
Well,
film it.
there's a dope facility somewhere in Miami.
Swipe the credit
And
card.
listen, bro, respect. I want to absorb, I'm going to
Yes.
do my best SpongeBob impression and just absorb as much knowledge as possible.
You're
Because I know that we're dealing with an intelligent person here. But I said it. I said it. Like, why is there so much hate in your heart?
Oh my god.
That's all I want to ask.
Like when you
So-
when you have to shit on people in
Yeah,
order to get
that's whack.
in order to get your message across,
That's whack.
it's like you're wasting
you lo-
energy.
you
Why do you have
you
to
lose
shit
it.
on somebody else to get your
Yeah,
message
you
across?
lose
Because
it.
your
That's what I'm
message
trying
is
to say.
beautiful,
Yeah.
but you're shitting on. It's like
Yeah, it's whack.
it's like a
Reeks of confidence.
It's like the same thing when people shit on high rocks. I'm like,
yeah, dude.
"Dude, bro, cut it out.
Cut it-
It's
like,
just a
come on
form of
now.
fitness.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
back
yeah.
and forth with
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll banter all day
We'll
long.
banter
on the
all day long.
side.
But at the end
Oh
of
no,
the day,
he's talking about the
there's
comments
people
on
doing
this.
high rocks
I
here.
know, I know.
There's people doing high rocks. Why?
Bro, we're a high rocks gym, dude.
It's fun and it's safe.
Hold
And
on,
people-
we are a high
Yeah, we're
rocks
registered high rocks gym.
facility,
And but
period.
it's a new
Bro,
challenge.
because for an
It is.
hour, you can push really
Guys,
hard.
it's fantastic cardio.
And anybody
like,
could come
It
in and
truly
do
is.
It is
It truly is.
fantastic cardio.
And we
There's a
don't-
little bit of resistance. You're getting your heart rate up for a long period of time. Like
Yeah.
it is phenomenal.
And anybody can just, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's easy
like
enough. I
that.
don't
What
have
is
to take
that?
a
What if
course
the
to learn how to
CrossFitters
do that.
shitting on high rocks? I'm
and
like,
then they're
bro,
all
you're
doing
just a
and then they're all
fucking
doing high rocks.
idiot. Yeah,
now.
they're all doing high rocks.
Well, yeah, because they do well in.
Yeah, go. Of course they
'Cause
do
they're not-
because they're well rounded.
They're stronger than the people that just do high rocks.
Yeah,
so
because
they're
that
gonna do
20-pound
better.
wall ball for me is like,
Nothing.
yeah, for someone else, it's like,
As long as you can survive the
Of
run.
course.
everything else is like,
Survive the 10K and you're good to go.
Yeah, I know. You're like, oh, 50 wobbles or whatever. What is it?
chill
100? You've done
100,
it.
but like at a lighter,
well,
at scaled, like
yeah, but
at 10 pounds for you.
to me,
RX is
like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's
It's a
fun,
skip.
you know. But you just survive the run,
Yeah.
you know. But like, yeah, I don't understand the haters of.
There's no reason to
no,
shit on it.
there's no
refuse to take
reason
part
to
in that.
shit on any
And
kind
again,
of fitness.
I know this sounds crazy. You just went on this thing. I respect the guy. I really do.
My thing is too, Alfy is like,
I wish I could look at things the way he does as far as like breaking down movement,
yeah, it's beautiful.
as far as running and that kind of, because I wouldn't trust a guy to teach a snatch to save a life. You know, no way, obviously, because he's never performed one.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, dude, look, I get it. You know, most people that are gonna watch this, see this, listen to this, are from inside our bubble.
Yes,
But if it gets out of the bubble,
yes.
Naudi Aguilar, please do swimming next.
That's the thing is when you insult people, you don't leave room for conversation.
This isn't an insult, by the way.
Yes, it is. No,
I'm not insulting
No, you're
him.
not. You're not.
No,
You're,
but look,
you're
we
expressing your
take-
opinion.
You take from different disciplines.
Hey,
to
I've told people that I love.
Oh yeah, we take the
like-
gems. We take the gems.
Exactly.
Hey,
Gems,
cool.
dude.
I really like that. I'm
Hey,
gonna
why
use
not?
that. I'm gonna incorporate that in
If it
our
gets you
fitness.
results.
Absolutely. But again, back to exactly what I just said. If you insult people, you leave no room for conversation. The conversation's over, and now I'm turned off to you. You're a dick, and whatever of benefit that you could have brought to me, I don't hear you, bro. I'm not listening to
You're
you.
not convincing me.
I'm not
Yeah.
listening
If
to
the
you because you're an
conversation starts with,
asshole.
"Oh, what you're doing there is trash.
Yeah.
I could do this. And I can help you with that. and this is garbage.
No.
The person already looks at you like,
Yeah, you're
And
an
the thing
asshole.
is, he doesn't even
Yeah.
come ask you like, "Hey, what are your goals?" It's just like, "Yo, I could do whatever you're doing. I don't even know what you're doing, but I can do it better."
Better. Yeah. Like what?
There's no way, bro. Like,
But
you know.
that's the thing about like also being a coach is like someone can come to you and tell you, oh, I know this, and you just look at them and you're like,
Good for you.
oh, okay, cool. So let me show you how we do it. But if you hit them with like, you're an idiot, you need to do it like this, then they're like,
Goodbye.
done.
Yeah,
They're
you
gonna
You
crunch.
could
They're
have
gonna
helped
crunch.
this person. You
Yeah.
could have actually changed their life. But since you're an asshole, like that's it. You lost them.
Now they're gonna
You
crunch.
lost them. Now they're going to crunch and they're gonna go do whatever else. You know,
Yeah.
and like no, you could have helped that person.
You're right.
But your
Attitude
fat
is
mouth,
huge.
your arrogance, you know, and like no, that's it. You got to leave room for conversation, even when you know that you know better.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm. We keep the doors open where we don't like yank people from their discipline.
No,
Just,
man.
Like, come in, try us
Come in,
out.
just
see
try
what's
this
up.
out. See if it works for you, and if it doesn't, carry on with your life. You know,
For
like
sure.
carry on with your life. All right, we have to wrap that with Alf's rant because like I don't think we can get any better than that Hialeah rant. All right, so
Hacer it.
bagada.
Sapingo.
3, 2,
2,
1,
1.
go. That was
Alfie, that was a
as
performance. That
fuck.
was a
Clip up.
performance.
Yo,
No.
we clip that
Performance.
up. Cut
You got-
holy.
Bájate la
Shit,
vena.
now, yeah.
Bájate la vena, papi. Bájate
Dude,
la
these
vena.
things.
Yo.